In this video, I'm going to share one powerful key you can use to free yourself from unconscious habits that limit you. When you see this, it will give you a clear and easy path out of unconscious habits, so you can take back control over yourself and have more overall success in your life. Hi, it's Melanie from Serene Awareness. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like this video, give it a like, share. It really helps the channel out, and comment below. Ready, let's go. Let's get into it. So the problem is, you have a bad habit. How do you get rid of it? The real problem is not the habit itself, but being unconscious while you're doing those habits. This is because when you're unconscious of doing something, you're also unaware that you're doing it, right? If you become deeply aware while you're doing that habit, it will stop. Because we do not take part in habits that we are consciously aware that are bad for us. Inside of us at any given time, we have thoughts and reactions we're not consciously aware of. In many cases, we are playing out these behaviors unconsciously. Have you ever seen someone kind of tapping their foot while they sit down and they're kind of unaware to do it? It's kind of like that, right? Unfortunately, these patterns and habits have been playing out for so many years. If we have habits that are limiting us, we want to bring in the light of consciousness into that habit, and we'll gain the inner awareness of what needs adjusting to stop those habits. When we consciously see a habit or pattern playing out, we gain the ability then to slow it down, stop it, or even replace it with some other habit that's good that we want. We don't get rid of bad habits. We get rid of our unconsciousness. Seeing it is always the first required step if you want to change a habit that doesn't serve you. Sometimes consciously seeing it is the one powerful thing needed to dissolve that bad habit. And I'll explain how to do this now. Bringing in consciousness the moment the behavior or habit is playing out is always the first step. And a powerful way to bring in consciousness is by using a mindful practice, getting really present with yourself. And I'm going to share how easy that is to do. So when you catch yourself in an unconscious habit, interrupt the pattern of that habit playing out, interrupting it by becoming really, really present with yourself. Feel your feet on the ground. Look at the palm of your hands. All the lines, it's unique to you. Feel the air you breathe. Feel the pulse of your heart. Feel the life in your body. See all the colors around you, all the subtle little sounds in your environment. You get a sense, your senses just kind of come alive. Becoming so present now with yourself, giving your fullest attention to what you are doing in that very moment. So you're really focusing on being present and being in the front of your mind, not in the back of your mind somewhere, not engaging with far away, distant thoughts, but staying right here in the front of your mind. So being mindful and present. If you have other mindful practices, you can do those as well. And in the mindful practice, don't let your mind wander to faraway thoughts. The more you remain present with yourself and what you're doing, the more conscious awareness you're bringing in to seeing that habit you're doing unconsciously. For example, let's say you have a habit of you're unconsciously complaining a lot. Every time you begin to complain, become really present with yourself and see this habit of complaining. See yourself inside a camera lens, looking at yourself, looking back at you, as if you were witnessing and observing yourself through this camera lens, doing the habit. This will allow you to bring more conscious awareness into that habit because you will get to see it from a different perspective that you don't normally see it from. So imagining that camera is there and it's looking at you, like you can think of a selfie as well. So it's the same idea, but if that selfie was just following you around all day long, right, you would see your habits and what you're doing. But a lot of times we're not in that perspective. So a lot of the habits we're doing are unconscious. Imagine when you start to do an unconscious habit, the way you can change that is by becoming really present, mindful practice, and also seeing yourself in this camera lens, a reflection, and observing yourself in the lens as like a different perspective of seeing you. And sometimes that is enough, it's powerful enough to stop unconscious behaviors, unconscious habits, because you're stepping in and interrupting the pattern of that habit from playing out. By being really present and observing, we'll stop unconscious habits. And additionally, you can knock out stubborn habits by deeply contemplating them. You can ask yourself, why am I doing this habit? What do I get out of it? Is it serving my highest self? Is it serving the path I want to go in? You can also write in a journal. It's very, very helpful to do that, to get things out of your mind. About the experience of doing that habit. Reflect on it. What motivates you to do it? Where does it lead you if you keep doing it? What are the benefits of choosing a different action or reaction? How has other people successfully learned to change the habits? This is an active form of guiding your consciousness, deep awareness into an unconscious habit, action, or reaction you want to stop. And this works really well for difficult or stubborn habits that don't serve you. I hope that you find this helpful and that you'll practice it, and leave me your comments below. I try to read everyone's comments. Thanks for watching.